or California redwood. So all of these are screaming out +1. Coast redwood. Cool. Wow. General Sherman. Alright, it's better to solve the tree parts. Cool. Alright. I remember doing a report on Dr. Banting when I was in like grade 5 or grade 6. We had to pick some famous person that we admired. Well, now here I am solving Dr. Banting for Father. It's very easy. His first and last name parallel Father perfectly. The name above all names, God the Father. Done. And if you want, you can solve insulin. Insulin parallels Christ. It's Christ plus 21. And look at, there's Christ perfectly flanking that 21. Yep, no less. Those letters that flank, you have your 2 plus 2's that differ. Look at that. Look at, I'm solving insulin for Christ. Put Christ on top. And look at that. The 2 plus 2's equal, the n plus the n equals the th. Also the same as the center of Father. And then the only +1 is the S. That's a miracle. This is glaring. And then the I equals the I. The U is your 21 bonus, also known as the I plus L. That also makes 21. So you got double options here. A C and an R equals 21, which is an I and an L. That's a miracle. So you are staring at the official mechanism by which Christ takes the glory for insulin. Done. While the Trinity is glorified, there's Christ pointed to by the letters insulin. It's pretty simple. Okay. And then you can scoop, if you want, you can scoop up another word on insulin. So the most obvious relationship with insulin is glucose. Well, insulin parallels Christ, as we just saw. Glucose is +1 for Father. Let's see what its opposite. Yeah, glucose is Father plus 24. Insulin was Christ plus 21. Very glaring combination, so put the relationship together, Father plus Christ. Yeah, it always makes a beautiful 3. In this case, it equals the famous 180, which equals the worship of the angels. Holy, holy, holy. Okay, so there's the relationship. Glucose is Father, insulin is Christ. Put the two together. And now you can just do an analysis on glucose for Father. Now, this was amazing when we found Father in sugar and in alcohol the other day. And that it was identical in its position. The famous SUR is very famous to make Father all through history. And then it's identical where you find it in alcohol. You just pop off this 8 there, there's your father. Wow, I'm just looking at that a little longer, but and so let's compare father to the letters of glucose. I would point out that an F plus an A equals a G right at the beginning, and then I would point out that this the equals this L plus U following. So literally, right, oh my gosh, there's father right at the front of glucose. Done. It just fell into my lap. Remember, glucose equals father plus 24. Well, there's your father at the front of glucose, and here's your 24 right on the end. An F plus an A, 6 plus 1 equals 7. And then L plus U equals 33 up here, and then C plus O equals R up here, and this is both of these divided by 3. A miracle. And then the SE is your 24 bonus. So clearly, father is pointed to by glucose. Clearly, insulin was pointed to by Christ. So clearly, insulin plus glucose is a Father-Christ combo. Put the two together, it equals holy, holy, holy. It's always beautiful threes when you put Father and Christ together. And if you do that and put them side by side, I'll point out a common thing that I've seen everywhere. In this case, you have quadruple chain linking between the two to make multiples of 3. Okay, an NG, 21. An IL, another 21, and then a U is 21, together with an L makes 33, and then a UC makes 24. And then of course all this is a 3 fest, 39, and all this is 3 higher, 42. If you want, you could line these up in order, IO 24, NS 33, SE 24. So it's glaring how insulin is in a relationship with glucose in the human body. But insulin pointed to Christ, glucose pointed to Father. The two of them are in marriage, and together they equal holy, holy, holy. Okay, very glaring. There you go. So we've solved all insulin and all glucose. We also solved Frederick Banting. So I'm here to solve the main terms first. People can get into details later. I'd be curious to know what that central atom is. Is there a component on structure? What's at the center? If I search for the word center, will I? What's at the center of insulin? Ugh. So Banting and Best equals parallel father. Banting equals water. Best is 46. So he isolated insulin. Okay. Alrighty. Well, it was fun solving insulin. Alright, was there anything else that we there's another Christ Father combo. Yeah, glucose goes to Father, fructose goes to Christ. I'm going to show you this. Glucose is plus 24 from Father, and fructose is plus 30 from Christ. King offsets. But the coolest part of all is when you put them together, you get love, 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 half love. Well, when you put Father and Christ together, you get love, love, half love. So it's very glaring to me. Between the divine combination of glucose and fructose, you just injected another love, and you have these perfect offsets. In fact, there it is right there. I mean, it had to be. Glucose contributed 24 points, a multiple of 6. Fructose, a multiple of 6, 6 higher. Well, 24 plus 30 equals love perfectly. Excuse me, I want to add at the front here. So clearly, glucose plus fructose is a Father-Christ combo. Glucose is 24 higher than Father, fructose is 30 points higher than Christ. 24 plus 30 equals love perfectly. It's glaring, these equations. Done. I love simple gems like that. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you can easily find Christ and fructose. It's basically in the center. You have to. There's many. There you can pop off the center and 30 points. It would be nice to check the end as well. There's Christ in the center of that. There's one example of finding Father right there. Or no, Father was at the front of glucose. Yeah, that's right. Father was at the front of glucose, and then Christ is near the front of fructose. Pretty glaring though, because then they both end with their little SC24 combos, and then this F gives you another 6. So literally, you've got the 5 letters here that make Father perfectly. You've got the 5 letters here that make Christ perfectly. And then you've got the 5 letters left over that add 24, 6, and 24, which equals love. Done. Done like dinner. And there's a whole lot of love in these letters too. The O-U-R, center of Christ. Like, look at how this spells Christ. The C and the T are the bookends of Christ. O-U-R equals the love that's at the center of Christ. Then here you've got an L-O, half a love. You just, okay, enough said. Enough said. It's genius. Glucose fructose has been solved. Glucose. Alright, so we solved parts of the trees. That was awesome. Yeah, and then you can solve the saints. Saints equals the Lord, but there's Father. So STSs are very famous now. Alright. I think we're pretty good here. That's been awesome. So we solved Dr. Banting in this video. And it was not challenging. Dr. Banting. Find Father, just pop off that. It's pretty easy. Alright. That was fun. Cool.